It's 16th January 2021.
10:30 a.m. is when the Prime Minister will be launching and rolling out the vaccination drive here in India. 2 vaccines that will be administered to healthcare and frontline workers, Covishield and Covaxin.
Before that, hydroxychloroquine, an antiviral, was used as a vaccine.
Of a randomized controlled study of hydroxychloroquine versus placebo for the prevention of COVID-19. Now, when COVID struck, one of the first papers that came out, a laboratory study from Wuhan, showed that chloroquine could infect clear cells that were infected with the SARS-CoV-2 virus, but also could prevent infection of those cells.
It is not particularly a vaccine. It was initially used to treat the RNA-based virus malaria. It is not precisely the cure, but a remedy in the meantime. The question is, can the vaccine be made mandatory? To answer the question, let's put on some facts. How does the vaccine actually work? How safe the vaccine is? Can you be fired from a private company if you do not accept the vaccine? Covishield is made from adenovirus, a virus that is known to cause common cold. They used a modified version of a adenovirus found in chimpanzee and put in a part of the COVID-19 RNA. As the virus has a part of COVID-19 RNA, it can give the body the necessary information about the virus to grow immunity. And since it is just a part of the actual virus, it will cause near to no harm to the body. Covaxin is made from inactive form of COVID-19 virus. It's like just a dead version of the virus. It will give the body necessary information about the virus to grow immunity, and since it is inactive, it will cause near to no harm to the body. So in conclusion, they both work in theory and in practical. Any vaccine to be concluded safe needs to go through a series of trials. There are at least 3 phases of clinical trials. Occasionally, a 4th part might be necessary if the medicine can be improved. But until the vaccine is 100% functional and safe, it is not approved by WHO and CDSCO. There are special situations where a functional needs to be put in effect. This is like a similar situation. A vaccine that works and is safer for 60% of the people is better than not having a vaccine at all. So how safe are the vaccines? And who must not take them? CDSCO and WHO have both approved Covishield. Covaxin has been approved by WHO before the completion of the 3rd phase. Both the vaccines are approved, keeping the gravity of the situation in mind. So the companies have guidelines set up to take the vaccines. Since the government has regulated the age to be greater than 45, the number of people eligible to accept the vaccine reduces even further. They bear a series of side effects like fever, fatigue, headache, muscle pain, diarrhea, and pain in the injection site. 65 deaths have occurred following the vaccination in the first month of the release. If you go through all of it and understand the situation, yes, you will be safe. The chances of mortality are pretty low, keeping aside the side effects. Answering the question of the day: can you be fired from a private company if you do not accept the vaccine? Polio, measles, etc. are all mandatory for a person to have them. So yes, there are vaccines that are mandatory for a person. There can be consequences for not taking these vaccines. Private companies can have their own set of rules set in their job sheet. If they wish, they can set a rule saying that you should be vaccinated to work. So yes, they can do it. Since COVID-19 vaccines are regulated and emergency use only vaccines, you need to be eligible to take the vaccine. If you have any health issues that can have an adverse effect on the vaccine, or you are not eligible to take the vaccine, you cannot be forced to take the vaccine. If you are forced to take one or are fired for not following it, you can take legal action against the company, as it can be illegal or harmful. So, in conclusion, until a vaccine is available 100% for everyone and it is safe with very few side effects, neither the government nor the private companies can force you to take the vaccine. You can always evaluate your options and act accordingly. This is not just with India, but every country in the world. Let's hope that a new vaccine comes out for everyone, which is safer, effective. Until then, let's follow COVID-19 norms because life matters.